why wouldn't we want a Space Force? In the words of the old president, we got an Air Force, and now we got a Space Force. But all these people want to give old President Donald Trump a hard time. These are the same people, by the way, who poo-pooed the idea of an Air Force. Back when we just barely had airplanes, they was like, oh great, what we gonna do? Control the skies? What, we gonna fight off the birds and the clouds? An Air Force, get the heck out of here. Howdy y'all, Big Vern here, vegan Trump supporter, coming here today to talk to y'all about the new President Donald J. Trump Space Force. I mean, ain't that exciting? With all the debate and hard feelings between people nowadays, ain't it refreshing to know that we have a president who wants to get us back into outer space? I think that's just great, because Americans were meant to be in space. We was up there in space before anybody else. Yeah, the Russians got there, but we beat them to the moon. Ain't no Russians on the moon. We beat them to the moon. Lock, stock, and barrel. Better believe it, American style. Get up there to the moon, and then we start thinking about, hey, maybe we should go to Mars. And then who got to Mars first? We put an old Land Rover there on the planet of Mars before anybody thought that was even possible. So why wouldn't we want to control space? That's the final frontier. Go up there in space and control the space lanes and control all the satellites and all the space junk, and maybe, just maybe, be the first humans to be on Mars. Put an American flag right there in old Mars land. That'd be nice. Get us a little piece of Mars rock. Maybe one day in the near future some of us are living on Mars. That sounds pretty swell to me. All the space technology is where so many great inventions come from. Like this here camera, the internet, all kinds of great things. Maybe even vegan ribs. I got me a feeling this old NASA were the reason why we now have vegan ribs and old delicious vegan food. So quite frankly, I don't understand where all the controversy is in this idea. People trying to poo-poo the president, saying the president's crazy for wanting to go to space. He's crazy for wanting to go to the moon. Believe it or not, these are the same people who poo-pooed John F. Kennedy and said, Kennedy, why would we ever go to the moon? What's the point of that? These are the same people who looked at 15th and 16th century European explorers and said, why would you ever get in a boat and go across that there body of water? You don't know where it goes, and you're looking for land you don't even know exists. And if you find that land, what are you going to do with it other than fall off the end of the world? That's what they thought back then. People are concerned, what are we going to do in space? Ain't nothing to do in space. Why are we going to Mars? What's the point? What's the point of any science then? What's the point of studying space? What's the point of knowing anything about space? What's the point of physics? What's the point of studying ducks? They seem like a pretty useless animal to me. What's the point of having Snapchat or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram? In the long run, they all seem pretty useless to me. So why wouldn't we want to go to space and have a unit of the federal government called the Space Force? Another branch of the military or national defense, one or the other, that goes into space and kicks butt American style, keeping those space lanes clear for good old-fashioned American ingenuity, looking to pioneer the great spacious skies. Well, that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you listen to the old Holistic A-Hole podcast and head on over to the Holistic A-Hole YouTube page. Give me a subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.